Hi everyone, my name is Julia Kahudiak for Randy's Assisted Living Manor. I have started a blog where we will be discussing a basic general caregiving blog where I will be discussing a lot of venues that you need to be looking at and learning from. So this particular one is where we will be gathering information about your loved one's needs. So what is it that we will need to be looking at a little more closely and gathering information about? And I'll give you a little bit of a story. In one of my background jobs, I was an administrator of a number of home health agencies, and I walked in on some clients of mine, and I basically walked into a nightmare. There was no electricity on in the house, food was everywhere, paper was everywhere, clothes were everywhere. The patient was very disheveled, poor hygiene, no food was in the fridge, and the person was very disorientated. And of course, I had to call the police and get her hospitalized because she had a number of medical conditions that required urgent care. But anyhow, so one of the things that you want to do is not get to this point with your relative or the person that you're a caregiver for. So what you want to do is do the following. So make some kind of a checklist to see where they're at with all of this. And so you may want to see how they dress or undress themselves. Do they need help? Do they need a cane? Do they need a walker? Do they need a wheelchair? What about driving? Are they able to drive by themselves? Are they able to use public transportation? Are they able to go shopping for themselves? Are they able to put clothes on by themselves? Do they need help with any of this? And what about meals? Can they actually prepare meals or burn the house down? I mean, that's a very important issue. And what about taking a shower or a bath? Do they need help? Are there things in the bathroom to help them with all of this? So, you need to look at all of this. And what about getting in and out of bed? Is it safe for them? And can they be left alone in the house? Do they have problems with memory? And what about paying bills? Can they manage their finances on their own or not? Can they clean the house or the apartment they're living in? Or is it like what I had walked into? So household duties, is a problem for some elderly people. Their eyesight may be also very difficult for them to see. So you need to be able to see what situation they're at, Do they have any active interest in any hobbies? Can they maintain a good outlook on their lifestyle, or are they very sad and depressed? Can they walk up and down stairs? Do they need help getting around? And what about their personal health and hygiene? And do they need help with any of this? And what about medications? Many elderly are really on many medications, and they can get very confused very quickly. So this is very important that this needs to be looked at with a little more detail. So you need to be able to focus your efforts on this with them and see where they're at with all of this. And that includes payments to make sure that their Medicare or Medicaid payments are fully functional and whatnot. And what about their health and well-being in terms of their weight? Are they eating well or not? Are they able to take care of themselves? So when you've made a list of sorts, and if the list says basically no, they're not, then you need to be discussing this with someone quickly before their symptoms deteriorate and they get dehydrated, because that will require a hospitalization, which may have been avoided. But anyhow, you really need to speak to a case manager concerning this, or give me a call and maybe I can help you find somebody, or I can help you with this. But anyhow, or some home modifications need to be done. So just give me a call at 315-200-0658, and we can help you further with this. Thanks again. Bye-bye.